Hello! I am in a parking lot at the store, about to go in, but I was thinking about what video I wanted to make today for you guys, and I wanted to talk about a platonic breakup that I just went through. It's got me in kind of a mood. That's why I'm laid back, like I'm at the therapist's office. That's what these videos are about, right? Therapeutic, holding myself accountable for the goals and the dreams that I'm chasing, and just a place for me to work through some stuff. It's weird, I guess, that I'm doing it on a public platform with the 3 people who watch my videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But it's I love making these videos. If it inspires anybody, if it entertains anybody, that's great. At the end of the day, if nobody watches it and it's just me talking to myself, that's great too. It's more for a therapeutic type thing, and of course I would love to help people. That would be great. But I'm trying to help myself, and I think that's what you should be doing too. If you're watching this and you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not working through stuff, you should think about that. You know, don't just watch me and be like, this guy's so sexy, I just want to see his face all the time. He's clearly fucked up, so I want to see what kind of problems he's going through. You know, it's not all about me. You might be going through some stuff. We're all human. You know, look at that and see if there's something that you need to work through. And if you need to talk to me about it, I'm always here to try to help and give some sort of advice if I can, or just some support. Or maybe you need a hug. I'm really good at giving those. So back to the platonic breakup. You may have been through these before. I've had friends tell me they were having a hard time because they had to break it off with a good friend. And the thing is I think it stems from my childhood. I have abandonment issues, and I have issues with just wanting to please everybody. So even if I meet a stranger, if for some reason that stranger doesn't like me, it almost feels like a sort of heartbreak. I'm not trying to be too dramatic about it, but I connect with people immediately, and I care about people immediately without even getting to know them. And so if for some reason somebody doesn't like me, it just blows my mind. I'm not like a weirdo that's like, oh, let me be your slave and do everything for you and you could walk all over me. But you're not exactly a weirdo if you kind of do that, I guess. I guess what I'm saying is I'm not like obsessed with people as soon as I meet them. I'm just saying I care about people, and I have a certain kind of feeling if someone doesn't like me, and it makes no sense because I've spent most of my life just trying to entertain other people. I probably was lacking a certain kind of affection, or I don't know, some sort of a praise as a child. I don't know what it is, but I crave to make other people happy, and I've never really thought that was a bad thing. Now, if it was holding me back for some reason or ruining my life in some kind of way, because like every time a little tiny interaction between someone I didn't even know held me back, and I just laid at home and slept for like 10 days like I really was going through a breakup, I probably would look into it a little deeper. But this platonic breakup that I had, it was with somebody that I tried to hang out with a few other times. And I'm a very open person, and I have to be ready for more situations like this if I'm going to keep putting myself out there. I love meeting new people. I love meeting strangers and becoming friends with them. A lot of my friends I've met through just weird situations like Craigslist and just other things that I just like to be sporadic and crazy, and hopefully one day it doesn't get me chopped up into pieces. Should probably be a little safer, but I love meeting new people, and I make friends easily because I care about people. And I've tried to hang out with this one friend a few times, and I guess I should have saw the signs. And at first, we tried to hang out again, and I may or may not have been a little intoxicated, which kind of fuels me to be extra silly, extra not aware, and extra dumb. So I might say some pretty dumb, crazy stuff, because I feel like I'm always trying to entertain. I'm always trying to put on a show and make people have a good time. And when I get intoxicated, sometimes I get a little crazy. Sometimes it gets a little out of control. So, I mean, it's not like that crazy. I don't just like start murdering squirrels or something. I'm just saying that, I get annoying. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I tried to make it work with this platonic friend, and you just have to realize sometimes people are puzzle pieces, and when we come together, we make puzzles, and sometimes those puzzles are not that pretty. Our pieces just shouldn't fit together. They don't. As much as you try and you want to, and this goes for relationships, in any sort of kind of relationship, puzzle pieces try to be put together, and we're two humans hanging out. We're like, this should work, and you just keep trying to different ways of fitting in together, and then you realize sometimes the hard way that you aren't compatible. And that's what happened with me and this platonic friend. At first I was like, what, motherfucker? I'm Matt Lowe. I'm really cool. All I try to do is just get love from people and give love. What? There's obviously something wrong with you. That's the old way of Matt thinking, and I'm trying not to think like that. So I looked at my part of the situation, and what this person was saying was wrong with me, and this person clearly has some stuff wrong with them. I'm not going to get into it. Some people just can't handle my intensity. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes it drives me nuts. Sometimes my brain goes on overdrive. I've been through a lot of stuff. I'm not going to use that as a crutch. I'm just saying that's in there. And then you mix in wanting to entertain, wanting to love, wanting to be a certain person for certain people. I'm like a chameleon, and I change and I shift for whatever the environment that is around me. And sometimes that makes me a little crazy when you mix in with the trauma that I've been through and just how open I am. Some people aren't ready or wanting to deal with emotions, and I'm very intense, and I feel like I can be a little pushy with being so open. A lot of people that haven't been through as much trauma that I have, or the kind that I have, they don't understand, and it's intense, and a lot of people don't want to deal with it, or I just wish this person would have kind of like said that more in person rather than telling me later. But anyway, it's not a big deal. I feel weird about it. I always feel like, I wasn't good enough for this person. But it's an odd feeling, because I'm the kind of person that wants to be better. And so I know in this situation that we're just not compatible. And that's just going to happen. If you meet tons of people all the time, you're not going to always meet people that, your puzzle pieces, you're just not compatible. And that might be a little sad if you have some sort of a connection in any way, but sometimes you just got to move on and find more people that you're compatible with. And that's what it is. So I'm looking at myself and what I did kind of wrong in the situation, but at the same time, I shouldn't have to change who I am. I want to be more respectful and listen to people more when I have a conversation, which I think on average a lot of people have a problem with. It's more like waiting for their turn to talk, and there's a lot of reasons for that. But I'm trying to change because I love listening to people. The problem is I've always been an entertainer, and I'm always just so used to talking about myself, and if there's an awkward silence, I will fill that shit up with stuff about me, stuff about conspiracies, stuff about anything random, like killing squirrels. Now everybody thinks I kill squirrels. I don't kill squirrels. Anyway, that's all you're gonna get from this. But my point is that not everybody's compatible, and you're not always gonna fit. But that's life, baby. That's life.